Alrighty folks, welcome back to Vindicta. I'm recording this before the first episode is out, so I haven't had a chance to see your comments yet, but hopefully you enjoyed that first episode. Today we're going to head out, we're going to do a little bit of recon and probably steal some more boxes. So we're going to head out here in the red Jeep, and yeah, let's get going. It's in the spectator cam there. So I think we'll take the red Jeep. I went ahead and put... Well, I put rope in here, but I guess Ace adds rope every time, so that's interesting. Does that mean there's 2 ropes in the blue Jeep, too? There's only 1 in there. That's weird. Anyway, I don't know why there's 2 ropes in here, but we do have a rope in case we want to tow something. But I'm going to go ahead and stick Vector in. Along with the ammo. I went ahead and grabbed some extra stuff. I got a couple splints, firing device, and a defusal kit in case we run across some IEDs. Not sure we'll get to that this episode, but just in case. And then it looks like it automatically holsters your pistol if you just have a pistol. So let's get out of here. We're heading on down the road here, a little over 2 kilometers to the port side town, which I can't remember the name of. What's it called? La Riviera, something like that. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a police station down there, possibly an outpost. We'll gather some info. And hopefully steal a couple more crates, get a little more gear. And then I want to start getting some influence going so we can get some recruits. So we'll probably do some talking to some citizens. Now if you watch the part in the first video where I talked about the mod modifications I've made, I want to keep the influence under 30% until we're ready to kind of kick things off. Because at that point, there's a chance that saboteurs will start spawning and they'll start messing with the police, blowing up stuff. Planting IEDs and stuff. Which will be nice when we're ready to take over town. But it might draw unwanted attention until we're ready. So I'm going to head on down the road. I'll see you in a bit. Jeep's been a little squirrely here. I've been all over the road. Good thing I cut that part out. So we're just coming into town here. And we'll be looking... rain's getting a little bad, so I think we may have a lot of folks running around here. Okay, yeah, we just discovered the outpost. A lot of times there's an outpost at this port here. Not always, but... Times. There's a... recovery truck. I'm going to go ahead and mark... Or repair truck, I mean. Because Vindicta will save your map markers, so that will save. With my save file, which is handy, you can mark stuff for later. Okay, we've got some police running around. Now I dropped that marker. Yeah, I'm going to move that. So it's right on the police station. So let's go see where the police station itself is. We're going to have a bunch of troops down there. So I probably don't want to kick off too much trouble right away at this spot. I will, however, be checking some of these vehicles. Sometimes there's some goodies in here that we can use. In early game, you know, we need all the equipment we can get. Is that a police truck? It's a police truck way down here. What that's doing down here? Oh, crap. I was a little too long. Okay, good. Nobody saw me. So I was avert there for a little bit, but if you break line of sight and you're far enough away, it'll go away pretty quick. So that's good. What we got in here? I think we need just a Makarov. We're gonna be able to find most of the stuff we need. I'm just grabbing a few extra meds. So I'll put those in Jeep. I don't think we need the tourniquets at all. And I've got ace set, so a bandage is a bandage. Doesn't matter what kind of bandage we use. Throw these on the ground. These will just take out space. I don't really use tourniquets that much, ever. So we got some soldiers running around. Got some police running around. Now, the police will be arresting citizens and stuff. So we might see that. I'm not sure what this... I guess the patrol is here just because the port garrison is so close to the town. Otherwise, I don't know why there would be soldiers here unless there happens to be a patrol. Alright, let's go find the police station, and we'll find some citizens to talk to as well. Some more soldiers there. We need to go up this street to get to the police station. And I'll have to take my spare tire out too. So we can have room for the crates. Okay. Alright, let's go get some intel, and then we'll hit the police station up for some crates. Person down there. Let's go talk to this guy real quick. Hello. That's a little tricky getting the prompt to come up. Anything new? Yeah, we got a new police station we didn't know about. Alright, what about any patrols? Okay, he did know about some patrols, so that's cool. And then, so option number 3 is basically inciting them to your side. So let's, actually we've got a bunch of soldiers moving up on us. I'm hoping this won't make me go overt. Alright, let's stop talking to him. Let's go slow walk. Slow walk won't add anything to your suspicion. Alright, we're good. Let's go back down here. Let's talk to this guy before he gets away. Excuse me, sir. Sir. Yeah, I know there's soldiers coming. We'll just let them go by. Nothing going on here. Nope. Nothing going on here. And I'm just gonna talk to him and say, hey, buddy. Yeah, we need to get rid of these oppressors. So that should have raised my influence a little bit. See, my influence is still 0. We'll see if it comes up. Okay, so there's that patrol we saw. So there's a patrol coming from the port to the town. That's why all these soldiers are running around. You're the guy I talked to first, aren't you? You find new peoples. So let me pop the overview up. There we go. Our influence is up to 8 now. So we got a little bit of influence going. Let's go get these crates so we have some extra equipment. And we'll see if we can find some more citizens. I'd like to get the influence up around 20. And we can get some recruits starting to trickle in. The more influence we have, the faster we'll get recruits. Alright, so we want to brag. Now, I played Vindicta a long time ago, back when it was still under development, and this used to make you avert when you were dragging the crates. So it was a lot harder to get the crates. I think I'm just going to put these right here. We'll drive up and get them. But it could be really difficult sometimes to get the crates. Because policemen will sometimes be faced into the floor. And once you're avert, you know, you're just insta-killed, basically. We not get stuck in the bush? Uh-oh. Jump out of the bush. There we go. Yeah, that's probably close enough. All right, let's get our Jeep and get these loaded up. So it's a little bit slow at the start. We'll get into some action eventually. In fact, do we have any recruits yet? Nope, no recruits yet. Tell us. Influence is 8%. Friendly recruits. We're getting 0.3 per hour with 8% influence. So, like I said, trickle in. So, you know, if I really wanted to raise influence a lot, I could let that guy go. But that would make me go immediately overt. So I don't want to do that next to that patrol. That could be bad. Would raise my influence, but me dying would lower the influence. I don't know what the trade-off is there. So if you keep dying over and over, that makes them like the oppressive faction more. They're like, this guy is incompetent. Why would we support him? I feel like maybe my ace settings didn't carry over. I wanted to see my ace settings. Now's the time. Load. Oh, I was messing with my, Oh, shoot. I don't have my settings loaded. That's why. So stuff might break. I was backing up some VARS files and stuff for Arma, and I think I screwed it up. That's why I just noticed because it was taking forever to load this in the Jeep. I'll have to save and reload, because without those special LAM settings, it's probably going to break a lot of stuff. Apparently the patrols were still working. I think it's just when we start fighting, it would be kind of broken. But I need to get these crates back to my base because it won't save ace cargo. So we got 2 more crates. Tell you what, I'm going to run back to my base. I'm going to unload these crates, put them in the arsenal, and then I'm going to reload with my actual settings that I'm supposed to have. And we'll go around and we'll pick a town to get stuff started kicking off in. I don't want it to be this one because there's too many soldiers nearby. So I will be right back. This is the pain that I'm editing out. You would see this truck, you'd think, yeah, big powerful truck. I'm trying to pull my Jeep. It's not going well. Doesn't handle the hills all that great, but yeah. Anywho, you won't have to sit through this. We're back in, and I've got all my settings the way they should be now. I forgot I was cleaning up some stuff, and I had backed up my virus file and then reset it to fresh, and didn't put the backup back in place. We got all their settings now. One thing I noticed is it doesn't save fuel state. So like I had used some fuel in this red Jeep, and it spawned back in full. So I guess we don't need to worry about finding fuel trucks. I haven't tested whether it saves repair state or not. You can see that off-road's still there. So things are pretty persistent in the Vindicta world. Ours tend to stick around, which is cool. So we're heading up to that town. And we're going to see, I'm hoping there's not a police station there, but even if there is, I think we're going to start getting the influence up there. That might be kind of our first little town we try to get some insurrection going in. Usual fine job of driving. Anywho, I will get on up there, hopefully without crashing, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, I actually see an infantry truck up there, so this must be where one of the patrols. This patrol here is actually in this town, so that's interesting. All that. And it didn't save my note down there. It's interesting. Normally it saves map markers. Looks like the infantry truck might be having a little bit of trouble navigating. Saw some soldiers out on foot. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. The soldiers in there? No, he's just going ham there. So that's the patrol moving through town. I would want to wait for them to leave before I do anything too special, but let's see if we can find any residents to talk to. Also, I should be checking these. I'd love to find a carry-all that's the civilian version. I think that can't carry the extra rope. Mind. We'll be checking these trucks. Several of the KAMAZ transports here, which would be nice to have for when I start moving people around. Nope, just another assault pack. Okay. And I'm not seeing any residents around here for some reason. Here they are. They're chilling. What's up, fellas? Got any juicy intel for me? I think there might not be a police station here. Pretty small. St. Louis. I'm from near St. Louis, in Missouri, for those that don't know. Alright, let's start inciting a little bit here. Have you heard about those illegal detention camps? Terrible stuff. Until we're not suspicious anymore. Let's have a talk with this guy. It is dangerous to discuss this, that's for sure. Alright, I don't know how long the patrols stay around in a particular town. But that's cool that we actually saw them here, because we knew from the patrol route that they would be around in the area. That was still the military versions of that backpack. You got nothing, huh? What good are ya? I need some AI minions to drive trucks back to base. Need to get some recruits going. So you're not just instantly wanted if you're off-road, but it does raise your suspicion. You're driving around off-road. Of course, the suspicion stacks, right? So you want to be careful. You got a suspicious backpack and you're sprinting. It can get that suspicion level up pretty high. Can I squeeze through here? Maybe? Scrape a little paint off. Alright, it'll buff out. The soldiers are going to leave their truck behind. I wouldn't mind pilfering something from there, but I need a bigger backpack to really be able to do that. That's not what I want. Oh, did I do that on the right channel? Maybe it has to be global channel. I'll have to do some experiment. I know you can save markers, because I've done it in my test saves. Maybe it has to be in a particular side, though. Alright, I know. It's the second episode and we haven't shot anybody yet, but don't worry. The time's coming. We will eventually be shooting people, but this is about winning. It's not about just dying all the time. So, how's our influence doing? Neutral? I talked to 2 people. Alright, we gotta stir up some more trouble. So, see this? I would have to lockpick it. I'd have to shoot him. There'd be some vests and helmets in there, usually. Look in here already? I did. Alright, did I talk to you? I don't think I talked to you. Yesterday, they arrested my friend's family because of terrorist activities, the police say. Oh, he's in. Alright. He's all about it. That should get us a little bit of influence. Let's talk to this guy. We'll talk to his back. Have you heard about those illegal detention camps? You're straight up spitting facts there, mate. Alright, we're starting to get some people interested in our cause. As the soldiers look on. If you're high suspicion and there's police around, they will arrest you too. It is possible. We should put an end to this. Tell it to others. Really should. Oh, I wasn't clicked on that. Oh, shoot. That went high. I didn't mean to get it over 30%. Well, let's see if there's anybody walking around with a backpack. Because if there is, we can take the IEDs from him and use them for our own purposes. See backpacks on them. No guarantee he's spawned yet, but They're walking slow, and they'll have a backpack. A lot of times they come in from like the outskirts of the town. So just taking a quick through here. Didn't really want to stir up trouble with the cops around. He's got a vest on. Sometimes when they have the vest on, it can look like they have a backpack. Oh, shoot. Well, we didn't find him. He was down there. You see that in Vindicta? Yeah, he just blew up something. Didn't find him in time. Anthus. Are you Anthus? Where'd Anthus go? Oh, wait. You're not Anthus. Where's Anthus? Who's shooting at who? Our influence just went... Oh, he killed civilians. That's how our influence just plummeted. He's not a very good saboteur. I don't know where Anthus went, but it sounds like they found him because I heard shooting over here. So anyway, like I mentioned in the first episode when I was talking about the mod setup, that's not in the regular Vindicta. It's disabled. It's like a experimental feature that never got put in. I've kind of fixed it up and re-enabled it. And I have it set. So if the influence goes above 30%, it will spawn some saboteurs occasionally. Until the influence gets 100, then it won't spawn anymore. That's only if the city is neutral or in enemy hands. Where they probably shot him somewhere. I don't know if I'll be able to find him. That's the first time I've seen them kill innocents. I didn't know that was a thing. They shot him somewhere. Got him. So, yeah, the fight continues. There is no police station here, so that's good. I do want to get this city stirred up, but I want to wait until the patrol moves on, which I'm hoping they will eventually do. I heard their truck going around somewhere. So let's talk to some more folks. Let's get that influence back up around 25%. You can also ask them for building supplies. Resistance needs your help. Do you have any building supplies? They probably won't because my influence is so low. Once your influence gets up, they will occasionally give you building supplies, like just a handful. I was hoping I could find Anthus's body so I could maybe get... They spawn usually with 2 small IEDs. I was hoping to pick up his other one. How's the influence looking now? Doesn't update immediately. 20. It says influence 20, but here it says not. So I think we'll consider it 20. All right, I think this episode's gone on long enough. I don't want to make these too long. But here in the city of Arudi, that's where we're going to start kicking up trouble. Do we have any influence anywhere else? Ooh, they did not like that civilian getting killed over here in wherever that place is. Duarden. Interesting. Wonder why it affected them. Affected them a lot. No available recruits yet. We're getting there. I'll show you the recruit scheme. I don't have any recruits available, but it'll show you available loadouts, and that's based on which weapons you have. So since I just have basically SMGs, I can do a squad leader, team leader, officer, and there's really no difference, as far as I know, in the classes. It just gives you the option. So if I had a recruit available, I could say, okay, give me a squad leader with a Scorpion and a red racing helmet and a Raven vest, and then recruit. So you have to have this equipment available to get AI. And then once that AI died, I didn't pick up his gun and his vest and his, well, the helmets I'm using, those are infinite. If you don't pick up this gear, it's gone. Can't use it again. So it's important to keep gathering up the gear. But anywho, next episode we'll continue stirring up trouble here in Arudi, and we'll try to get some action kicked off. It's a slow start. Don't you worry. The revolution is just beginning. Thanks as always for watching, folks, and take care.